Did you ever sing that? Did you ever have a bunch of folks at the in town when you were in the university? I was in the University of Georgia. There was always these Hare Krishna guys around. Oh, I love this song. Oh, this makes me feel like the river, the woods in Georgia, the Chattahoochee. My grandfather playing the harmonica. Oh, I love this song. It's been a long time. I may have to dance. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. That's the stanza. Expressions I never knew that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I was so young. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. It's a pastry vendor. Can you see it? Somebody wrecked it. I don't know who would do that to a nice pastry vendor. Don't you know this is great music? What a great thing to do. I love this room. This is a best room. It's awesome. I have my music playing. I've been to Hollywood. I've been to my little grow up over there. I crossed the ocean for a heart. Well, we stood there and we just ate sunflower sprouts. It's such a fine line. Oh, what a nice table. Thank you. Look at that. Thank you, Willem. Look at that nice little table. I wonder where we should put it. That's a really beautiful table. What? I did, but I thought it was a different table. We're supposed to go for our walk, aren't we?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, well, I have to make this little video first to explain the end of this.
Sure enough.
Okay. I get it sidetracked with such good music, don't you think? Okay, so once upon a time, this morning, I got the idea that I would work on this. So I used, you wouldn't believe, this is the best stuff ever. This is inner pine bark. You know, like I always use cedar bark because we got so many cedars growing here. Anyway, so, but this pine bark, this is red pine. Isn't that cool? Have you ever heard of anybody weaving with red pine bark? Like, hello, where do you get it? I've never heard of anybody using it ever. Except the Cherokees. I found that red pine basket. And then I thought, you know, this is a beautiful part of a piece of birch bark, which will render the whole birch bark kind of useless because of where it was situated. It wasn't where it could be. My friend just invited me to a watch party playing video. What does that mean? Am I supposed to go somewhere and see it? Well, anyway, so I had to finish talking about it because this is what I did for 2.5 hours this morning. I worked on this, and then I said, okay, well, I'll finish up this little stuff in here so you can see how I did it. It's much easier to explain it now than to show you before while I was working on it. So you see, you go one way and you just go back and forth, and then I have those across. I like that. I should have another one across here, but I don't. And it's just that that's the way it is. I could put one there, but I like that pattern. But I've kind of ruined the pattern already, so maybe it's better to have that piece there. Well, anyway, so the piece wanted to curve outward, as you see. So at first I was going to put a rim around it, and that's what I was going to come back and do the rest of the video about, was making the rim, but this is what I had to tell you, see? But when you use this pine bark, it's so supple. Oh my gosh, and it doesn't get all these little bendy marks on it like cedar does. Cedar gets all these barks. Oh, Jennifer, hi. I think of you sometimes. I think about being out there collecting lotus leaves, lotus pods. I didn't know what they were at the time. Did you? Maybe you did. I don't know, but I'd never seen them before. That was so much fun. Your life is all different now. You don't even live in that area. Everything's different. It'll never be the same again. Because it's later than it's ever been, and now it's even later, and now it's even later, and now it's even later. You know, you get the idea. Okay, so here we got this little basket, and I just trimmed the tops of that off and made it kind of look pretty. And this has got a piece of metal there, the top of the poor dilapidated pastry thing. Anyway, so I have that piece of metal holds it, and then I put this other one across, and I just looped it around and went down. So you can do that if you want on yours. Or you could, you know, make loops on everything where you came back. I could have done it here too. I probably should have, but, you know, who wants it to be looking proper? So, so the purpose of this little basket then, oh, I never finished, but this, where it goes over, oh, sorry, where it goes over here, and it's so supple and bends back like that so easily, and then it dries. I mean, this is rock hard. This is not, no bendableness to this anymore. And it's only a few hours old. So I took a match to it. On the outside, I burned all the little bits by just, you light a little lighter or a match, and you hold it near the basket, and it'll incinerate all those little hairs that are sticking off everywhere. And then you get this nice clean look, and you trim up all those little bits that are sticking out. So everything looks like it's the way it's supposed to look. Something fuzzy is right there. I should probably, yeah, that's the end of a piece of, I had a piece of cedar bark in there. Most of this is pine bark, but there is a piece of cedar bark. I think this is cedar bark back here, because I ran out of what I wanted. My pine bark. It takes longer pieces than you think if you're going to go back and forth. So this is made with straight weaving here. And then I'm going to do this so I can see what you're looking at too. Okay, so this part is just straight weaving. And here it's twining. So I've used one piece and I've made it like that. I've looped it in half. And then I put it over one of these things, or maybe the end. And then you twist it and go again, and then twist it and go again. So you're, you know, this was down, that's up, so this is going to go that way, and this is going to come this way. And so because of the twist that's in it, I think I'm running out of, looks like I went over 2 here. Isn't that tragic? What am I going to do about that? Nothing. I could cut it off. It's pretty stiff. It's not going anywhere if I cut it off. I mean, this part will stay where it is. Anyway, so I did not put a rim on it because it looks pretty finished that way already. I could have put a rim on. I was going to put 2 pieces on and then lash it. But I thought this looks pretty nice already, and it's very sturdy, and this is actually the way an egg basket is made. So there you have it. That is what is happening. Now I'm going to rush over to my daughter and give it to her. Say, there we go, I made your basket. I like making baskets for my kids every year. I hope they hold on to them or give them back if they don't want them. But they'll probably fall apart before they would want to give them back. The drawback of having given them to people is that I don't have them. Like this would be really nice sitting over there. I could surround my room around myself with baskets. But I didn't finish making one for everybody last year, and so, you know. Okay, so that's it. It's time to go for a walk. I think you should go for a walk too. If you're allowed, are you allowed to go for a walk? I can't imagine if you live in a 10-foot or, a 25-story apartment building. Do you? What's it like? What's it like? Like, to get to your car, you've got to go down the hall, down the elevator, and out. The only way you could do that is if nobody's out there. In the daytime, there didn't used to be anybody home, and it was easy to go to the elevator and it was empty. But now, if the entire elevator, if the entire building's filled with everybody in every family and they're all home, wow. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Anyway, you can do this at home. I just made a video earlier, so I hope it uploaded. I don't know if it finished uploading yet. I don't know if this is going to upload. Oh, there's one person watching. Hi, one person. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.